locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the UCF Knights taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Colorado Buffaloes return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Knights offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. This is a designed run. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him wide open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Jones to throw. Got a man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They're going to run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Lost, the defense is wide open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
And how about the job blocking by the wide receivers? If you're going to play receiver in this offense, you can't only want to catch the ball, you've got to be willing to block. They did a great job there.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. He'll ride his man on the option. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. From the gun, the running back has it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The snap sets up the throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 7 over Tulsa. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Open space at the 25. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Knights decide to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. The inside handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
At the 45, on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Got his man in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Going for the return. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think you run that ball on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds a tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a huge play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 30. The 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Knights.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the move. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those 1st downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Going for it all. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the 1st down if he could have stayed in the field and played. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They move the tight end all over. He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Jones to throw. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Now they'll run the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's going to run it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, it's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Knights line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Jones wants to throw it. He's got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Buffaloes are on the move. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Now adjusting. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
It's easy when you got a QB like this. Just make the right reads and go chew up yards. Not only can he make the right reads, he can make people miss. He can make even bigger plays than this, but just chews up 20-plus yards in a hurry.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Knights have moved it inside the 20. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Working that left side now. Touchdown, UCF! A great catch and run for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. The give to the tailback. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Handoff to the single back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pressure coming. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Knights will hustle to the line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Knights! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Jones wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. Then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. 3:25. They'll give it to the back. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. He's got it. Touchdown, Bucks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need... And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Saunders. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things are...
Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Got his man! They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, UCF.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. Touchdown, UCF! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
UCF.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA